If Mr. Beast was to run for president, would you vote for him?
When I first asked the girl out and like confessed and shit, I felt embarrassed, dude.
Would you rather be able to get away with any lie or be able to know any lie anyone else says? Welcome everyone to Fly Under the Radar. I'm Timothy and this is William, and this is the show where we as brothers laugh, tell stories, and basically just have a good time talking because, you know, we don't talk that often. Only once a week.
This is the new generation here. I want to go by his room to say hi to him. He keeps it locked and he says, "Oh, we'll talk on the podcast."
Facts.
No,
Why would we
bro.
talk the rest of the week if we can talk on the podcast?
Maybe because we're brothers, companions,
Exactly.
friends for life.
So that's why we gotta spill the juice here for everyone to hear.
Okay, then what's the juice?
What's the juice? Well, we tried Chick-fil-A for the first time last week, which was actually lit.
That, dude.
Because we're in Canada, right? So Chick-fil-A is not like a big thing here. There's only, as to my knowledge, there's only two. One in Toronto and then one in Square One, which is in Mississauga. And we live closer to the one in Square One. So, you know, we made it a day. Basically, we went up there and we tried some Chick-fil-A. And, you know, what did you get, sir?
Well, I got their. They only sell like chicken burgers and like
And tenders. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, I had the spicy chicken burger. I think
Deluxe or whatever. You had like the lettuce, the
one with lettuce and cheese.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me that there's a version without it, right?
Yeah, I
But-
wanted to try the basic one, so I just got the regular Chick-fil-A. I don't like spicy, so I didn't get the spicy one. And there was no sauce in the burger, and I was a bit surprised. But
It was not dry though.
That's what I mean. Like the fact that the burger was just bread, chicken, and then like two pickles, and I could eat it. You know that's a good freaking
Plus,
chicken.
If you put their sauce in it, it was even better. So
It's like honey garlic barbecue sauce combo.
something like that. I don't know if they have like their own secret special sauce like Popeyes, but
Mm-hmm.
it slapped, bro. Like we gotta go back today, dude.
Stop. We're not going back to Chick-fil-A, fam. Like, I think it's like fine to go once in a while, but like I'm not trying to spend that time. It's like it's not even that far of a car ride, but it's still annoying to go
I
just for a
guess.
chicken sandwich. Like it's good, but it's
But
like
it's good, dude.
it is good.
They don't really have fries. They have those like, is it like, it's not even wedges. It's
They,
like this
they are
like,
fries. They're just cut differently. They're just cut
they're
different.
like shaped in
fries.
as like a waffle or something.
Yeah, waffle fries. I think that's what they're called.
They were aight, bro.
Yeah, they
their
weren't the
fries.
best. I feel I've heard people say they're pretty good, but I don't know. Maybe we got a bad batch, but I don't know. They didn't hit. Well, they're still fine, but I still think McDonald's fries hit different.
Bro, McDonald's fries in Poland were amazing, bro.
Bro, European McDonald's hits different. I went to Portugal. We had McDonald's. It slapped.
Well, you know why? Because they have different food standards in Europe than in North America. So they actually get healthier food than us here, right?
Mhm.
And it tastes better too.
Facts.
But I mean, McDonald's fries anywhere in the world is gonna be good.
Bro, they're
Right.
like thin, crispy, salty. What else can you want in fries?
Anyway, I've been doing some research into SBCs. Do you know what an SBC is or no?
Suck big cock.
No, that is sus.
What do you
An
mean?
SBC is a single board computer. Have you ever heard of a Raspberry Pi?
Yeah, bro. Like when we go to the farm, they have like Raspberry Pis. They hit so different.
Okay, side note, the butter tarts are better.
Okay, but like Raspberry Pi is pretty good as well. But apple pie with warmed up with ice cream. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, I know
So-
what a Raspberry Pi is. In my comp sci class, my teacher was talking about it. So.
Yeah, so it's a single board computer, right? So it's just one little one little board with like a CPU, you know, some RAM processors on
Sure.
it, you know, some ports to put in like cables and stuff. And I've been looking into that because I've been thinking that maybe I want to set up my own server at home just for
Mhm.
like fun to test it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with your own server, you could do a lot of cool things with it. Like I've seen these projects online where you can basically have it set up to the internet so you can like log in to like a website you make and it'll like turn on all your lights in your house from anywhere in the world, which is pretty cool because it uses the internet as like a gateway
I guess.
to get on your computer that you have set up, and you can like access like edit hardware and like change like states in your house.
Isn't that how like Tesla does it? Like you can access like the car from wherever you are, like open the doors, or if you have the app connected to the car.
That might be a form of SBC, but obviously Tesla has their own custom hardware, not like the stuff you can like get on Amazon or whatever, right? But so I've just been looking at different like competitors. So like, there's Raspberry Pi, but there's also Orange Pi, and there's like other different types of chips
Bro,
as well.
who would eat orange pie?
Orange Pie is kind of weird, even though I like oranges.
Yeah.
But like eating orange pie. Well, I don't think citrus fruit pie. No, that's a lie. Because key lime pie is pretty good.
Yeah, but the thing is, key lime pie is like creamy. You know what I mean? Like the way they make key lime pie and the way they make apple pie. Apple pie is like mainly apples. You know what I mean? Like you can taste the apple. Key lime pie is like other stuff, and then there's like lime in it. You know what I mean?
I could go for a key lime pie right now, dude.
Bro,
But-
remember when we went to Key West and we had some key lime pie? That was long
Yeah.
ago. Speaking of traveling, we yesterday I was talking with the boys, and the boys really want to travel next year again because we went to Portugal this year. And, obviously we're looking at the cheapest flights. And one thing that came up is Peru. Would you want to go to Peru? Or is Peru sus? Because I don't know, we just saw it. It looked
Peru,
pretty
South
cheap.
America.
They have like is it the Machu Picchu? Is that what it's called? Like the...
Yes, like the Mayan mountains
Yeah,
and
those
stuff.
things.
Is it sus there? Well, South America in general
It's
is sus.
right?
Right. Though it's not Brazil sus,
Mhm.
right? I'm sure as a tourist it's fine.
If you stay in the tourist areas.
Yeah, but all the bad activity in South America is like Venezuela
Mm.
or like Colombia. That's where like I would not go there. But
Bro, because I see like these people like they like travel the world, but they actually like go to like the sus areas. You know what I mean? Like they go, let's say for example, like in India, for example, like they go actually in like the streets and like eating street food and
no,
shit.
no,
and
no,
I'm
no.
like, bro,
That's how you get sick.
that's
how you get sick.
crazy, fam.
I have an Egyptian friend, Bola, right?
Yeah.
This guy, he went to Egypt a couple years ago, and he was telling me that like, yeah, like if I went with him, I would not be able to eat like the street food, because like for the street food you have to be like born there, and like like if an outsider comes and eats street food, then they're gonna be on the toilet. Even like he said his cousin who was like living here and went there to visit, ate some street food and was literally on the toilet for like 2 days straight. You know what I mean?
Nah.
So I don't know about that, Chief.
Nah, street food is just like too risky, fam. So we were talking about teeth the other day, and you were asking about how people get like their teeth whitened or whatever. Like you thought that people only got their teeth whitened through the strips, and then I was talking to you about the veneers.
Yeah, I had no idea veneers existed, bro.
Bro, I didn't know for a long time as well. Until
I just thought that people got braces to fix their teeth, and then they got like whitened their teeth with like some machine or something.
Bro, that's what I thought as well. And then I saw all these Twitch streamers kind of talking about it. Like I saw some clips and stuff. And it's not even that cheap, bro. It's like 5-10 grand or something to get veneers, and it lasts like 10
Well, anything
years.
regarding dental is expensive, right?
And basically, guys, if you don't know what veneers is, it's basically like stick it over your teeth or
Like
something.
think of it like this. You know how women put like fake nails on their nails, right?
Yeah.
Veneers is like you put like fake teeth on your teeth.
Yeah.
But instead of like the fake nails lasting a week, I think that should last what, like 10 years?
5-10 years, something like that.
So
That's why
pretty
you
weird.
see all those Hollywood people with like perfect teeth. I don't know if I would ever do that, but
no, dude, I've been through 2 retainers and like I went from retainer to braces to retainer again in my life. And then our dentist is saying I should get, another, night retainer because I'm grinding my teeth, whatever the hell that means, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Which makes no sense. Everyone grinds their teeth, bro, because the top jaw and lower jaw are rubbing against each other all the time. So now they're gonna tell me I'm grinding my teeth, bro. Everyone's grinding their teeth. It's funny. Every time they ask me, do you grind in your sleep? I just say no, I don't. Because I don't.
First of all, it's such a dumb question. It's like asking someone, "Do you snore in your sleep?" How the fuck am I supposed to know? I'm asleep.
Well, if I'm asleep, then it's not my problem, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
Just like I said.
So if you're asleep, anything that happens it's not your fault?
Well, snoring, teeth grinding, you know, that type of shit.
Grinding, I see.
Yeah, for that money, bro. We be grinding out here on the podcast once a week. When is this shit released, dude? Thursdays at what time?
Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Watch it, because we'll be watching you. If you don't.
What are you talking about?
Anyway. Well, we were supposed to go lane swimming on Friday, because this guy wants to get a six-pack.
Bro,
right?
stop.
And I want to help him, because I used to be a provincial swimmer. So the best way I know to get, lean and a six-pack is by lane swim.
Bro, the amount of effort it takes to go swimming.
Bro wants to get a six-pack and get put no effort in, dude. What?
No, I'd rather just go on the bike we have down here and do that. The thing is, because for me, like, I'm trying to, like, remove the time that it takes me to go to the pool, to change, to swim, then to come out
Dude,
to change.
we
and
live
move.
beside, like, 3 community centers
Yeah,
that are
but
all,
it's
like,
still,
under
like-
10 minutes away.
Exactly, so that's like 20 minutes total of driving.
The
And-
closest one is, like, 5 minutes away.
Bro, like, we even have a boxing bag down here, and I don't like boxing because it takes too long to wrap my hands.
Well,
It takes
you don't have to wrap your hands, bro.
Yeah, you do, fam, or you're gonna bruck up your knuckles,
What are
fam.
you, bro? Like, you gotta keep your hands nice and soft, dude, for
No,
what? Your boyfriend or some
bro.
shit, dude?
If I don't do it, then I can only do it for like 2 minutes.
You do have soft hands, bro. Dude, you know how you strengthen the bones and your thing and
I'm
everything?
not trying to strengthen my bone.
Dude, what are you boxing for?
For cardio.
If you want to do cardio, go for a run.
It's too cold outside. That's why I prefer the bike. And the bike's actually goated too because I can distract myself. I can watch like a YouTube video as well. You know?
Actual, like, iPad kid generation.
I'm
bro.
not an iPad kid, bruh. I'm literally not an iPad kid. Brian was an iPad kid. Do you know why? So we know this guy. He's like our neighbor, like childhood
Briggy.
friend. This guy went to Portugal when he was younger, and he did the same tour that we did last summer or whatever, but like when he was younger with his mom. Basically, he told us, the whole time he was on his iPad. Like, they went to a lagoon, they went on a hike, and the guy was on his iPad the whole time. Like, that wouldn't fly with us, fam. Our parents, like, if we go on vacation, like, we don't get... Well, the thing is, when we were that young, we didn't really have...
Well, no, for us it was the Nintendo DS, bro. That's what got us. But see, we were only allowed to play
Like, when we were traveling.
when we were in the hotel room.
Yeah, hotel, or, like, on a bus, or, like, on the plane. You
Yeah.
know.
But if we're, like, sightseeing...
At the
no.
beach? Nah, bro. We're, like...
Dude, when we went to Key West, there's literally... Remember we went to that castle on, like, some island off in Key West?
Did we go in a boat?
On a boat. And, like, me and Dad were sick, throwing up in the back.
Oh, that was a different boat. We did 2 boats. We had, like, one that was, like...
Not the sailboat.
No, because we had one boat where it was just us and the guy, you know? And there was, like, Rice Krispie, and there was, like, cheese snacks. I just remember because there was food.
What?
Do you not remember that?
No.
Bro,
We went on a few boats because we went seeing like dolphins. We went on like the sunset on the pirate sailboat.
Yeah.
Then we took like the boat to some
No,
island.
I know that one. That one was fucked.
Yeah.
That one...
And then when we got to the island, we have videos of this. You just hear me bitching and complaining about me want to play Pokemon on the Nintendo DS, dude. But I couldn't because we were sightseeing, and our parents were like, "No, shut up." Like.
Nah, that was... The thing is, when we were on that boat ride, I was like, fuck, bro, I feel so nauseated. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sleep. Somehow I fell asleep, bro. So I kind of like...
I was yakking in the back, dude. It was funny because the seas were so bad. There was like a bunch of people in the back just yakking, dude.
All right, so we've actually changed the regiment for the podcast. We're gonna have some new segments, some new funny things happening, because I feel like the one kind of like topic of discussion, I feel like it can be good depending on the topic, but it's hard to come up with a topic every week. So if we don't have a topic, I'm just gonna have a lot of smaller segments. And also, I tried to fix question of the week because for some reason this guy never answers them. So I have 3 questions, and I'll ask them, and if you have an answer, then we'll say it. If not, we can go to the next one. You know what I mean? So I'll have
Sure.
3 options. So I'm prepared this time. So if you can't answer it, we can just go to the next one immediately.
What if I can't answer all 3 of them?
Then it is what it is. But these are some ones you should be able to answer. So we'll just do one if we only get one.
Sure.
Question of the week. You just woke up and it's actually November 9th, 2013. What do you do?
What happened November 9th, 2013?
I don't know. It was a random date.
Oh, it's like an actual like random day.
Random date. Like you wake up 10 years ago. Like right now with all the knowledge.
It's the 19th today, by the way. So would
Oh.
it be like 10 years and 10 days? Okay, continue. What's the what's the
What do you do? Like you wake up like 10 years in the past. Like you wake up in your like teenage body and you're like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? Have you
10
seen like
years
those
ago?
have you seen those movies where like they wake up and they're like younger or whatever? Kind of same thing. Like what the fuck do you even do at that point?
Okay, 2013 was what? Grade 8 for me?
Something like that.
What the fuck I be doing in grade 8, bro?
Bro, imagine you have to go back to school.
Bro. I mean, I don't know. Okay, first of all, I'd invest in Bitcoin. Obviously. If you go back in time, early 2000 like in tens, Bitcoin. Like you're going to have to do that, right? You're going to make some money, right? Well, okay, I have two answers. I have the fun answer and the real answer. I'll do the fun first. So I go back, buy Bitcoin, right?
Riz some girls.
Riz up all the girls, bro.
Yeah, because
Because like when you're younger as a dude, right? You're like scrawny, you're smaller, you know. Especially like in that age, like in puberty, like if you're a late bloomer, then you're like shorter than girls and you have less confidence and that type of stuff, you know. But no, dude, if I go back with my current self, I'm rizzing up all the girls, bro. Fully. Plus, since it's like grade 8, everything's gonna be easy, like regarding school. So I don't even have to study.
yeah, you do. For like history or whatever. Or
Oh,
English.
fuck, dude. Shit.
Religion. Oh wait, no, you should be good at religion.
Dude,
Well, I guess there's different types of religions, right?
yeah, but in grade 8, I don't think we did that type of religion. It was just like regular religion class, like going to the chapel and shit, right? In
Yeah,
grade
yeah.
8. But yeah, I don't like no, not you know, I have to study, bro. Why?
What? You don't have to do shit, bro. This is just a
But I no,
hypothetical-
but like you just remind me that I'm gonna have to study, bro.
No, you
Because there were
don't.
shit like, you know, history, which fuck that, dude. I
Well-
can't do, or English, which I still won't be able to write anything. And there's no ChatGPT, which
Bro.
means that I can't. Wait, I could put a ChatGPT on an SBC, and then I go back and.
That's not how you don't decide, fam. As you randomly wake up, fam, and you don't know if you're gonna go back, or is it just a one-day thing, or is there a way to go back? Like
Oh, so I just wake up and I don't know what the hell's happening
you wake up and you're in your 2013 body, fam.
in 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben's going
is-
full pro in swimming or what?
no shot, bro.
Ben's going all in the Michael Phelps route.
No. I'd try and keep my life as similar as possible. That's the real answer, right? So I'd probably do and try to do as many things. Obviously, it won't happen that way, but I try to keep the timeline as like consistent as possible. But obviously, like you can't like.
Bro, but when you're not 13, when you're like, 10 years ago for you, you would be like 13, right?
I'd be like 13, 14, yeah.
That's like prime age, you know, for like choosing something to do with your life, you know? Like if you start young,
Yeah, but this thing also, like, I don't fully agree of, like, you know, at 14 you have to figure out what you want to do with your life.
okay,
Cause it's
I
like,
didn't say figure out, fam. I'm just saying you choose something to do.
Well, I did. I chose, you know, software engineering when I was in 14. Remember that civics class or careers where we had to, like... the civics and careers class where we had to like do that presentation of like what we want to do with our careers and shit. I picked software engineering, and then I just dropped the engineering and I just became a computer science guy. You know what I mean? Like programmer or whatever, right? So I consistently did that, and I always enjoyed that.
Okay, you're so boring, fam.
What do you want me to say? I'm gonna go back, and since I have the knowledge before, you know, our prime minister got elected, I'm gonna, you know, prevent that from happening and change the course of, you know, our government and shit. Like, you want me to say that shit, bro?
I want you to be like, you know, fun.
I said I was gonna riz up girls at that age, bro.
That's just weird. Like you're like 23-year-old versus of 13-year-old girls.
But I'd be 13.
But
How-
you would know you were 20.
Oh, so what? Now I wanna go back and I'm 13. I only can riz up what? I'm gonna become like rizzing up 20-year-olds as a 14-year-old, dude.
Well, you can't do that now, so. What would I do if I went back at that time? Honestly, I would just play more video games. I would just get
Yeah, that's the
I
boring
would just, I would
answer.
just get really good at one video game so I can go pro. You know what I mean?
Didn't we just play League?
Yeah, but we played it casually.
The whole.
Bro, there's some 13, 14-year-olds now that are like challenger fam.
I mean, that's because there's more knowledge about the game now and how to actually climb. Back in the day, you didn't know how to climb, right? And even then, I played League seriously, dude. Like I got when I got gold, dude, that was serious to me, dude. I tried to get plat, dude, and when I got plat, I was like, yo, bro, I made it, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
did play games seriously, dude.
For sure.
I would play more games when I was younger. If I went back, like different types of games, because I spammed League of Legends. I probably would still spam it because those were the glory days of that game. But like I mentioned previously, I'd probably try Path of Exile or Dark Souls or other types of games that I play now too. Right?
Okay, let's try a new segment. It's called advice. Dating advice.
Okay, bro. For who? For you? You need
No,
some?
for this guy on Reddit or this girl on Reddit.
Well, I can't give dating advice. Actually, I can. Let's see it.
We could give advice. Whoever. So I'll give you 3 titles, and you tell me which one you want to do. Is lack of ambition a turn off for men? I approached a guy at my gym, and it went so badly, I'm so embarrassed. How do I weed out the guys that make things sexual so fast?
If we have time, can we just do all three of them?
Mans want to do all 3 of them. Sure.
Well, I have things to say about everything, dude. Especially if it's about giving dating advice, right?
Of course.
Because as a old-fashioned conservative Christian man, my dating advice is valid. Unlike these new age libtards, you know.
I'll be the what's it called, devil's advocate in this situation. Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm 31 female with little to no ambition. Long story short, I work as a bookkeeper, make around 78K a year, and I have no desire to climb the corporate ladder. I graduated with an accounting degree in 2015, and most people attempt to go for a CPA and a master's. Simply put, I'm too tired, lazy, and have too many mental issues to pursue further education. It's a miracle that I can even hold down a job. From a practically standpoint, I don't want to enter into debt. The only debt I have is credit cards I pay every month. I have a car and live with my parents. I do sometimes feel shame because I'm not so ambitious, other than that I'm cute and overall pleasant to be around. I am working with a therapist to sort out my issues, take my meds regularly, and do Pilates 3 to 4 times a week. So as a man, would you find this to be a turnoff? I'm looking for honest feedback because I've never had a boyfriend due to strict parents, mental health problems, as I mentioned before.
The biggest turnoff for a guy, for this girl, is that she's 31 years old. That's the biggest turnoff, right? Just because, you know, women are most attractive between the age of 18 and 22. That's just a fact. That's the studies been done. Men across all age groups find women in that age category the most attractive, right?
However,
now, just because you're not in that age category does not mean you don't have a chance or you can't be cute or attractive.
And
right?
she said she's never had a boyfriend before.
That is, well, okay. Not having a boyfriend is not the same thing as having no experience with men.
So that's like a bit arbitrage, but I would assume if she was, you know, a lot like more nervous to like date and whatever, she probably, you know, conserved herself for the most part, I would assume, in this scenario.
Well, that's an assumption.
We can make that assumption for this. Let's say in this scenario we assume that.
I find that very hard to believe, though, because women of all age groups always get approached by men. It's just a fact. Like, you see women on Instagram, like average-looking women getting hit up and DM'd by men all the time.
Okay,
So,
let's just make the assumption for this scenario. Maybe it's not the case, but like let's say it is.
that what? She's been a hermit her whole life. She's had no male interaction whatsoever at the age of 31.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, what to do.
This is supposed to be dating advice, sir.
I don't have dating advice for a 31-year-old woman
Okay,
with
but
no...
the main thing is that she lacks ambition. Is that a turnoff for men? That was the main thing.
Lacks ambition for what? Her job?
Like, just in general, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is for all the ladies out there, okay? A guy does not care how much money you make. They don't. Guys, like, for women is different. Women, you value a man's worth and his value and what he can produce. Because, you know, historically, men are the breadwinners, men are the providers, men are the one who are the head of the family and are meant to, you know, provide something for the family, you know, whether it is protection, food as a hunter, you know, or, you know, just safety and security for the family.
Yeah,
right?
so it's not...
So when she's saying, you know, does a man find my lack of ambition unattractive or whatsoever, most guys they just don't care.
Yeah, no,
You know
it's
what I
not a turnoff. Definitely not. I would say that if it's hard for you to find someone, then the best way would honestly be, since you're, she's a bookkeeper, the easiest way is to find it in your friend group. So you, as a bookkeeper, like as your job, I would try and be friends with people in your job and try and do things with people in your job. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, finding a partner through work, a lot of people do that.
Well, it doesn't have to even be through work. It's more about being in a social circle and going out with people and doing stuff and putting yourself out there, you know? Because if, your friends...
Go to church. Find a nice church guy, okay? Because if you have no experience with dudes, right? Assuming that, you've never done anything with guys, you're nervous around them, go to church. It'll help your mental health problem too. I can guarantee. And you don't have to pay a therapist for that shit.
All right, next one. I approached a guy at my gym and it went so badly I'm so embarrassed. So there's a guy that works out at the same gym as me and I found him really attractive. For months I've been secretly admiring him whenever I would see him. I decided to put in a plan to talk to him and ask him out. I know this is kind of unusual as a woman. I've never done it before, but I decided I should go for it and see how it goes. I didn't want to interrupt him in the middle of his workout. But I decided if I ever see him while he's coming in or heading out, I would talk to him then. I saw him today by the lockers after I finished my workout. My gym uses outside lockers, and I thought it was perfect timing. I said hello and asked him for how long he's been working out at the gym for. He gave me a strange look and told me he's been working out there for a year. I told him that it was the same for me, and I told him honestly that I thought he was very cute, and if he was down, we could grab some coffee sometime. He looked at me with kind of a dirty look and was like, no thanks. I was like, okay, no worries, have a good workout, and walked away feeling so embarrassed. Is this what men feel like after being rejected? You have my sympathies. Honestly, I feel like garbage. I can't even tell any of my friends about this story because they would drag me for asking a man out as a woman. I've never done it before, but I was feeling courageous.
So what she says is that how men feel?
Yeah, so it's
Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay.
Like she just feels embarrassed, you know?
Well, you feel embarrassed, but it's just like it's because you get rejected, right? Because when you go out there and you tell someone, hey, I think you're cute, or I want to take you out, it's like cold turkey, like stranger, and then they reject you. Yeah.
But I think that's respectable, you know?
I mean, sure, it's respectable that you go out and at least ask. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So if you go out there and say, hey, I think you're kind of cute, let's go out, right? And then you get rejected after, just take it on the chin and move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I was younger and I tried to like ask girls out, I would always get very nervous, right? But then the older I get, the more I'm like, okay, like, who cares? If I just go out and ask whatever the answer, then I know, right? Because the worst thing you can do is like have a secret admirer for a year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I really like this girl, or I like this dude, I want to, ask him out or some shit, but you keep postponing it and being nervous. Then you're just building up all that emotion and expectations over the year until you finally rip the Band-Aid and it doesn't go your way. It's better to just be like, oh, she's kind of cute. Start, be friendly, start talking and knowing, and being like, hey, I just out of the blue, let me take you out. And if they say no, okay, great, and move on with your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, is it embarrassing? Yes. Do you have to go
No, it's not embarrassing.
What do you mean?
How is that embarrassing if you ask someone out and they say no? It's not embarrassing. Embarrassing would be you like someone and you don't ask them out.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying like the social embarrassment. Like she did this in public.
Yeah, it might feel
gym.
awkward.
So,
It might feel awkward or uncomfortable, but I don't think embarrass is the correct word.
Well, as a girl, she felt embarrassed because women do not ask men out. So
but
when
even
she
guys
did,
get embarrassed or like ashamed or like they feel like shit. But that's just normal. But it's not like embarrassed because it's not like usually like honestly with most of these things people forget it after like 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes. I don't think you should feel embarrassed. Obviously, you might feel uncomfortable, but that's
okay.
Just
But
how
this
you're
is her
gonna feel.
first time asking a girl out.
Asking a guy.
Asking a guy out. When I first asked the girl out and like confessed and shit, I felt embarrassed, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're younger, you feel a lot of emotions. Obviously, I don't know how old this girl is, right? But it was her first time asking someone out, which I fully understand why she would feel embarrassed or have, be awkward or have those emotions.
But we respect you for doing it. We respect you. Respectable thing. Women should ask more guys out. Especially now. Guys are more and more locked, like uncomfortable with going up to women.
Well, it's not that. It's just that, like, if you ask a girl out, now she records you and posts it on TikTok. You know what I mean?
It's like...
So, there's embarrassment from that. You know what I mean? Like, it's... Unless guys do it because... I don't know.
Bro,
Behaviors have
there was
deteriorated.
this TikTok story that, like this girl, like, oh my god, it was so funny. You just reminded me of it. So she was basically, she went on a date, like she didn't record the date obviously, but then I think she left early, or after the date she like made a video talking about it, and basically they went to like a fancy restaurant, and then the guy ordered a burger, and then the server asked him, "Oh, do you want cheese on the burger?" And then he was like, "Is it extra?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's $5 extra or whatever." Right? And the guy was like,
$5 for cheese.
and the
bro.
guy was like, "Oh no, no, no!" And after the girl went out, she's like, "Yeah, I can't go out with this guy anymore because he wouldn't get the $5 cheese."
Okay, but that's just women being women, dude. Okay, like that's just how them having high expectations for no reason.
Like, brother, I'm
And,
not
like,
spending
being
$5
petty
on
and shit.
cheese, fam. For a slice of cheese. Anyways, I thought that was funny. Let's get to the last one. How do I weed out the guys that make things sexual so fast? I, 22 female, am new to the dating world. I've been dating for most of 2023, and 3 out of the 4 guys have all made things sexual with me within the first week before meeting me. The 4th guy, it took about a month before he made things sexual, but that ended up as a situationship. Also, none of them wanted something serious. I didn't know that until after they tried making things sexual. But they all called me a baby or some other kind of pet name. I feel like I can't find a guy that wants to be sweet and wholesome with me, that respects me and my boundaries and understands that I want to be safe when meeting and that I don't want to go to his place. What am I doing wrong?
Go to church, okay? Because guys are like vultures. They'll take what they can get, right? So if you go out with a dude, right, who's sexually deprived, right, he's gonna try his, and who has no values, right, who doesn't value women, who just wants to go out, fuck, and then dispose of you. You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna say about that? Like,
There-
go to places where where men have values, right?
But the
where they're
thing is,
raised properly.
It's like
You know what I mean?
sales, right? Like, the thing is, she's only been out with 4 guys, so the sample size is too small. First of all, you know, you kind of have to date a bit more.
Yes, but I'm telling her, if you want to buy food, go to the grocery store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to find a man with values, you go to a place where values are looked up and not looked down upon.
It's like-
right? Like, you don't go to a club to find a husband. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for
If you want to
sure.
find a husband, you go to a place where a man has values, which is where? Church. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like
So-
sales. You don't sell someone something that doesn't want to be sold. You know, you find someone that wants to be sold that thing, and then you sell them. There's
And-
also an edit here, like she added more after. She's like, edit, I didn't say I didn't want sex at all before marriage. It's an important part of the relationship for me. I just want to wait until we know each other, at least after the first couple of dates, or like, you know, first couple of months.
I mean, I don't condone sex before marriage, but if that's what she wants to do, then that's her right to do it, right? She has to understand that even men with values, guys will just make things sexual, right? I understand that, like, it will make women uncomfortable in some sense, but sexuality is a part of the relationship, right? So if you go to a church and find a man with value, which what I would recommend her to do, you will still have to bring up the conversation of, like, sex and, like, contact and, like, you know, all this
Yeah.
other stuff that comes around in the relationship.
Yeah,
right?
but I feel like in this generation, it's so like accepted. You know, it's kind of like you meet the
Well,
first
yeah,
date,
well, that's the
one night stands. You know,
But that's just, you know, the flaw in our society and the way people think of, like, yeah, I'm just gonna go on Tinder, you know, go out, and it's like I don't even know the girl's name, but I've, you know, had sex with her, which I think is, like, fully dumb,
Like,
bro.
at least a few months, fam. You know what I mean? Like at least bare minimum a few months. If you like have respect for yourself, you know what I mean. If you have some respect for
No,
yourself.
if you have respect yourself, if you have respect for yourself and your future spouse, wait till marriage for
Okay.
them. Okay.
Good one, sir.
What do you mean? That's the highest value, bro. That's
I
the highest
guess.
respect you can give
I
to your
guess,
future
but
spouse.
That's a bit extreme, I would say. Let's go with the next segment. So this is where we would normally do the topic of discussion. So since I couldn't really find a topic of discussion, I went online and I found a bunch of random thoughts and random questions. And basically, the questions are from a subreddit called No Stupid Questions. So, you know, it's going to be some weird, funny, you know, maybe just dumb questions that's easy to answer, and we should be able to skim through them pretty easily. So don't spend too long on each question or thought. Maybe like 2-3 minutes. All right?
Sure.
How much physically stronger are men actually?
In the upper body, men are 50% stronger than women, and in the lower body, women have 66% of the muscle mass that men do.
So
And that's just a fact.
so they're stronger in their legs, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying men are stronger.
Oh, men 66% stronger in the legs is what you're saying for men.
No, so if you have a scale, so if men are at 100% on the scale,
Mhm.
in the upper body, women are at 50%, and in the lower body, they're at 66%.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Obviously, that's just like the average, I would say, because in some
That's proven. That's literally like muscle density
yeah,
in.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but there's always like the outliers. The main thing I would say is because of size. Like sure, even if they're the same height, men are obviously gonna be slightly stronger, but on average, people that are taller have more body weight and body fat, which makes them stronger. You know what I mean?
For the individual sexes, yes.
Yeah.
But if you take a man that's the same height as a woman, the man is going to be stronger. It's not like they're both the same strength.
No, obviously.
The man will
that's
be
what I said.
stronger because of testosterone.
Of course.
Right? Like, you know how like guys on steroids are stronger than the average men?
Mhm.
Well, biologically, like the gap between men and women's testosterone levels are basically like we're on steroids compared to them.
Yeah.
Like based on like the levels, we have like fucking 20 times more testosterone than women, right? And then if you take steroids, like as a guy, you'll have 20% more testosterone
Alright, relax
than an actual
relax
guy.
with the steroids, buddy. I know you want to get on the juice.
No. But
All right.
so
Is the chiropractor a big scam?
no, I don't think they are, man. I've been to a few chiropractors who helped me. I remember when I was younger, we played soccer, and for some reason, both my quads like tensed up, and I got like they cramped out, and I couldn't walk for like a day or 2.
Mhm.
And in like 3 days, I had like a dance competition or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in those 2 days, I went to a chiropractor, and a really good one, like my mom knows him or something, and he basically like massaged my legs and like back where I could like walk and dance within 3 days or whatever.
Because
right?
I feel like I don't know if you've heard this, but it sounds like people think chiropractors like a scam. Like I don't know if you've seen online like those videos and stuff, people calling out chiropractors and shit like that. And I think that's why the question was asked, because like I feel like there's a big debate on like chiropractors.
I don't think chiropractic is a scam. I think that
It's another way of stretching. Instead of doing like stretching at home, like your legs and stuff, you go.
yeah, because it's a way that they can like release tension in the muscles and in the bones and the tendons and everything, right? Like when we've been like, how like they put you in a position and they jump on you and you hear your whole back crack and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's a bit sus though, low key.
Yeah, but there's obviously some science or some like proof to it that it works. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If it didn't, then they wouldn't be in business. Then they'd be like those, like fortune tellers or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're not.
This was actually an interesting question that I saw, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, true. Because I'll give some context. When you go into surgery or whatever, they're like, oh, you shouldn't eat like 24 hours before or whatever.
Sure.
I don't know if you even know the answer to this question, but like, what do they do if you need emergent surgery but you just ate? You know what I mean? Do you know why that is? That's why they do it. I don't know if you know. If not, that's fine. But I just found it weird. Like it's like true. It's like if you need emergent surgery and you just ate, I think maybe it's just for safety reasons, right? Because they don't want like stuff going down like your stomach or something. I would assume.
Well, no, because when they put you under, and because they obviously put drugs in you to keep you under, right?
Yeah.
So they say don't eat for 24 hours because when they put you under, they want to make sure that you don't have anything in your system like alcohol, like tobacco, like marijuana, or like any other like even like painkillers or food or something that like but there's food that you can eat that's like that can mess with like your
so
thing.
it's just safety.
So it's just like or like if you eat like a lot of sugar, like you eat sugar, that might affect like some way you react or interact with the drugs that they put you under. So it's like a safety measure to make sure, okay, we're gonna put you under in 24 hours, don't eat for that time so your body just doesn't have anything in the system, and also it'll help your body absorb stuff more because when you're digesting, your body is using up a lot of energy to digest the food as well, right? So I don't know, the easiest way I can say about is that if I have a beer before I eat a full meal or after, it's like if I have a beer before, I get drunk faster because there's nothing in my body, so it absorbs the alcohol, right? Compared to having food in my stomach, which then it takes longer for the effects to happen. So maybe if you have food in your stomach, certain drugs will take longer
Maybe
to happen because your liver is processing the food instead of.
Could be, or
the
you could be
stuff.
absolutely wrong. Let us know in the comments if anyone knows.
Yeah, I think that logic's pretty
that
sound.
logic makes sense, but we could be just yapping. So, all right. One of the biggest problems with good people is they don't understand how evil bad people can be. Kind of the line of like ignorance is bliss or whatever.
Say that one more time.
One of the biggest problems with good people is they don't understand how evil bad people can be.
Well, I would just fully disagree with that statement. I believe everyone is a bad person at heart. Right.
You think it's the opposite? Everyone's bad and they try to be good? Or everyone's inherently good and then they turn bad?
Everyone's a sinner, dude. Doesn't matter how virtuous or good a person you are. Everyone has like sinned
Obviously.
under God. That's just how it is, right? So, well, that's the Christian viewpoint because obviously different religions have different point of views. But I believe that because if you just look at human nature, no one is innately good. Look at children. Children cry for attention and all this stuff. Sure, they might be pure-hearted in the sense of like they don't have like the capacity to make their own decisions yet. But if you're, screaming and yapping to get attention, that's not something virtuous or good. So I just fully disagree with that statement because everyone is bad. Now, there are people who are...
Yeah, but that's not the question. The question is saying that like good people don't understand how bad people are.
But I'm saying that everyone is bad. So that's wrong. Because everyone understands their own evil
Yeah, but
desires.
there's some people that are inherently better than other people.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the best person that goes to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like...
Yeah, but that's not the question. Like, anyways, I think this is just like a whole nother thing. But your phone is the only computer you own that you'd expect to work after being dropped so many times. It is true because like I feel like every time you drop your phone, you don't really think about it too much. But if you drop like your computer,
Well,
or,
that's because of two things. One, you put a case on your phone, right? You don't put a case on your computer.
yeah,
And then two, your desktop computer weighs a lot more than your, mobile iPhone or Android phone. So if you dropped your desktop, it would break because the mass of that computer is big enough to make, for it to break compared to your
Yeah.
phone, which is a lighter mass. So when it falls, it has, it's the same analogy of like if you throw an ant off a roof of like the Empire State Building, it would just float down and it wouldn't, die, even though it'd be going at that speed because of its mass. You know what I mean? So, of course, you don't expect your phone to break because it's smaller than an actual computer.
But I swear, people just be throwing their phone around like it's nothing. It's kind of funny. Like even my phone has freaking cracks, fam. And it will like it is what it is.
I mean, obviously, if you drop it enough and drop it in a certain angle, then obviously the glass will break or whatever, right? So.
All right, I was looking on I was just on Twitter the other day and there was this question that popped up and it's a bit political, but I was like, fuck it, why not?
Let's go with it.
If MrBeast was to run for president, would you vote for him? That's the first part of the question. And the second part is, if no, is that because of, like celebrities? Like, what's your thoughts on kind of like celebrities becoming president or like going for political roles?
So are we assuming that we're Americans? Because
Yeah,
obviously, as Canadians, we cannot vote in the American election.
That's what I meant. Assuming we're American.
Would I vote for MrBeast?
That's why I say it's a bit political because you kind of have to give us like how
So-
you would think when you vote.
I think purely voting for a person is foolish and idiotic. Like the presidency is not a popularity contest. I mean, it is, but it's
because
not.
we wouldn't know his policies and what he's trying to change.
Well, the main thing is that people should be voting on policies, right? People who say, "Oh, I've been, a liberal my whole life, and I'll only ever vote liberal," or even I'm only conservative and I only ever vote conservative my whole life. It's like, bro, like you're just dumb. Like if you're just voting just because of like that's the party that you grew up in from your parents or friends or whatever, then it's like no. this is one thing. This is my problem with voting. Like, should everyone have the right to vote? Yes and no, right? I think they should, but I believe that you have to take like some form of test before, just so you understand. Not even a test like this, like lecture that you just say, okay, here are the parties that are happening right now. Here are the leaders of the parties, and these are their policies, right? Just so each individual citizen understands, okay, if I vote for this person, this is the policy that they're gonna change, right?
Yeah, but then the whole thing is like it's supposed to be like you're supposed to like it's like a mind game thing. Like,
but that's the thing. It's like they go into college campuses and say, hey, vote for us, and like we'll give you free V-Bucks or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like that scamaz shit where it's like they're trying to like get people to vote in masses without them knowing what the fuck they're voting for, which is a whole other situation. Would I vote for MrBeast? He's all I know him as a YouTuber who just gives money away. Right.
Mhm.
So if that's his policy of giving money away, then I wouldn't want to vote him in based on that. But obviously, I don't know what policies he would make.
Yeah.
Right.
It's hard to say directly. However, again, this is all theoretical.
It's
but
based on policy. Like, sure, there are politicians that I like, right, who have personalities that I like and enjoy watching. But just because I might enjoy watching their personalities, if I don't align with them politically or believe in their policies, then I am, one, less inclined to like them because they believe something that I believe is not the correct way of doing things. And two, is just like, I just will watch them less because...
The Rock was actually asked to run for the presidency.
The Rock?
Dwayne The Rock
Yeah,
Johnson. Like he I think he like said a tweet or something, or on Instagram he's like, yeah, people approached me to go for the presidency, and it's kind of sus because it's like if people want him to go for the presidency, they're going for the popularity contest and they want to control him.
But that's how the game works. People get in power based on how popular they are first. Well, you need an image, you need to be known, right? Or at least be known in some way.
Yeah.
Right? Like, our prime minister didn't get in because he is capable of leading a country. And I don't care if you guys are for him or not. 8 years of his policies have proven that he's incompetent and doesn't know what he's doing. Right? But he only got elected because, one, he is mildly attractive compared to the average person. And two, he has the last name of his father, who was a previous prime minister in this country as well.
All right.
Right?
I think we're going to cut it off there for the politics. But honestly, that's why I hate politics. Like, it's just such a scummy game, honestly. And it's so weird. I barely understand it. But,
I mean, I dabble in politics a bit.
I actually got a few games for us today. We're going to start with Would You Rather, sir. I love Would You Rather. They're a bunch of fun games. So, would you rather get $1 million now or $5,000 per week for the rest of your life?
$5,000 per week for the rest of my life. It's just common sense, bro.
Well, let's do the math. How many weeks is that going to take to hit $1 million? So let's do 1 million divided by 5,000, which is 200 weeks.
Now divide that by 52.
That's 3.8. So yeah, only 4 years.
4 years. Of course, I would take the 5,000 per week, bro.
I guess it depends on what kind of person you are. Like, if you're like a business guy and you can like,
well, it depends
make a
too.
lot of
Because
money.
if you have a million now and you know what to invest it in, then you could compound that a lot more.
Sure.
Right.
But 5,000 for the rest of your life is the safe option.
Well, it's the safe option. You don't ever have to work again.
I guess, yeah, because what's
Right.
5K a year? 5K a week for a year.
Well, we'll just do 5K times 52.
That is 260K.
Right.
A boatload of moolah.
Which is a lot. Right. So.
All right. Would you rather walk barefoot through a public bathroom or walk barefoot through poison ivy?
Public bathroom, bro. At the change rooms all the time at like the community centers. Those are public bathrooms, and I walk barefoot in there all the time for swimming and shit.
Yeah, but like, yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like even like there's a public bathroom, right? I would just walk to the washroom.
Yeah, but
barefoot.
it's
take
kinda
a
nasty.
fat shit.
There's like
you know,
there's like piss on the
and
ground
not wipe.
stuff. Okay. Would you rather say whatever you're thinking about or never speak again?
I mean, I already say what I think about it anyway.
Yo, facts,
So,
brother.
Why would I not speak again, dude?
Exactly. You gotta say what's on your mind, brother.
Freedom of speech, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Like-
if we have that in Canada, but it is what it is.
I mean, that's sad, but no. I mean, you can say what you want, but they'll have consequences.
Would you rather be able to get away with any lie you tell or be able to know any lie anyone else says?
So either be the ultimate sinner that gets away, or catch sinners. I'd rather catch the sinners, bro.
Yeah, true.
What do you mean? Anyone, dude. Even like the news person tells you something, and you just then you hear in your like the voice in your
You
head.
could be a real lie detector because that shit doesn't even work half the time. That would be fire.
I could charge couples to come, and so if they're like, "Oh, did he cheat on me?" and I could just be like, "Yeah, did you cheat on her?" No, and in my head it's like, "Yes, he did." You know what I mean? And I can make money off that shit.
That's big brain. Would you rather wear wet socks forever or only be able to wash your hair once a year?
Wash my hair once a year, and I just go bald, and that's it.
That's what I was thinking.
What do you mean? Do you know how bad wet socks are for you? Do you understand how bad
Yeah,
that
they
is?
smell pretty bad.
Not even not that. Like in like military like settings, they always tell you to like in your survival pack, keep an extra pair of socks, because when you walk around in the rut and like you're going through a lot of places, you sweat.
I'm going
And having
bald, too.
sweaty feet is like really bad, and it can get you really sick really quickly.
Facts. I think I would look good bald, honestly. I might have to go on my bald arc in a few years.
Yeah, with that a hairline, dude.
What
but-
the fuck, bro?
Nah,
Your
it's-
hairline's
it's-
worse.
Shut up, bro.
Your hairline's worse.
At least I can grow a beard though, so.
All right. We're going to do a tier list. We haven't done a tier list yet before.
Okay, let's go with the tier list.
So it's going to be S all the way to F. The thing is, we would do it on the computer, but it's so laggy when we try and record it and do it. So we're going to do it mental. And then we'll have something on screen, hopefully, if I remember to edit it in. If not, just go with us mentally. Soda tier list. Fanta.
It's a solid A tier, dude. You know why?
Why?
Like the Fanta in North America, dog.
Bro, and they changed the formula too.
But
Old
But
Fanta?
the old Fanta or European Fanta, bro,
Mm.
like priceless, dude. So it's an A tier,
Coca-Cola.
bro. Trash, F tier.
Nah.
Dude, it's the generic soda, and it's like everyone has it. But since everyone knows about it and has it, it's just dog shit for you.
Bro, they made up their own flavor. Like, what the fuck is Coca-Cola? Like, what the fuck is that?
Well, I mean, hey, man. They put cocaine in it when the first iterations, got a flavor, figured out how to make the flavor without the cocaine, and there you go,
You gotta
bro.
respect it, though. You can't put it F tier.
Fine, D tier, bro. It's still garbage, dude. There's like, why would you get the like base for like soda if there's other sodas that are healthier and like taste better? You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Nestea.
This is S tier, bro. First of all, is Nestea a soda? Because it's iced tea, right? But the thing about iced tea is that it's the best, right? It's just the best. If you don't like iced tea and you prefer Coke, well, you probably have diabetes. I'm sorry, okay? Like, Nestea's just healthier and it's better and everything, dude.
Pepsi.
F tier, dude. It's like,
B-Tech Coca-Cola.
basically, right? It's just like Coke that they tried to copy paste,
Mm-hmm.
but, they missed a few pixels, so.
Mountain Dew.
D. Bro, I don't drink Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I never got into Mountain Dew as well. I thought I would,
And-
but it has a weird flavor.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird, and it's like, I'd rather have a Coke than Mountain Dew, but it's D tier as well.
Ginger ale.
Shit's S tier, bro. Ginger ale is so good, bro. And it's also like has health benefits too. Because if you have an upset stomach, bro, no, ginger is good for like the stomach. So if you have an upset stomach or something, you have a ginger ale.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot healthier and better for you than having a Coke.
All right. Sprite.
C tier, bro. It's like, it's whatever. It's like, it's not that good. It's mid.
It's better than Coke.
It's better than Coke. But like, I'm not going out of my way to get Sprite, dude.
Facts. Last one. Dr. Pepper.
Bro, when was the last time I had a Dr. Pepper, bro?
Bro, if you go to the store and there's all the options and you choose Dr. Pepper, you're weird as fuck. Like, you're a 60-year-old grandma if you're getting Dr. Pepper.
One anime, I think Steins Gate says that like the lab people in the lab were like, oh, you have to be a scientist, you have to drink Dr. Pepper or some shit. I don't know, bro. Is that a thing? Anyway, Dr. Pepper. I don't know, bro. C, like I'd rather have it
Really?
Instead
I'd
of
rather
a
have
Coke.
Coke than Dr. Pepper.
I don't know. I haven't had it in a long time. I mean, anything under B, I'd like never like go out of my way to drink it unless it's like someone gave it to me and there's no other options.
Rank these 5 foods without knowing what's next.
Oh, this dude. What's the category this time?
Foods.
Just foods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time I think was weird food combinations.
The last time was candy, bro, for Halloween.
We did candy, weird food combinations. This one's just food.
Just food.
Pizza.
What's better than pizza, bro? A lot of things. I'll go pizza. I'll rank it number 2.
Ramen.
I'll go 3, dude. I'm a ramen enjoyer.
Fried chicken.
5. I like fried chicken, but like it's not like I don't go out of my way to get it. Right.
Pierogi.
1, dude. As a Polak, dawaj, you come on, like it's got to be number 1.
Banana.
4. I think that list honestly like reflects me pretty well.
Pierogi.
Maybe I'd
pizza.
swap fried chicken with banana, but
Nah, you like that banana.
shut up. No, I don't.
Let's end it off with a classic. Can you beat this animal in a fight?
Let's go, dude. I've been training, you know what I'm saying, dude?
Can you beat a dog in a fight? Like a house pet dog. We'll say it like that.
Yes. Those things are not aggressive whatsoever, bro.
What's percentage?
100%.
100%?
A house dog. Yes. Those things are trained not to bite you. So if I start kicking it, it'll probably just roll over and die because it's a
Okay.
house dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so we started easy. Can you beat this animal in a fight? Horse.
Bro, probably not. I give a good 80% chance of the horse winning, bro. Those are big animals, dude.
Bro, just do a WWE. Go to the neck and pull it to the
Dude,
ground.
do you see the size of their neck? I can't choke out a horse, bro. The only way I beat a horse if I somehow break one of its legs, then it can't walk and it's just done, and I can just beat it, like kick it down,
Whoa.
right?
Okay.
But how do I break a horse's leg when he can just kick me through the chest and kill me? You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, yeah, pretty dire situation. Plus, those animals are big, dude.
Can you beat this animal in a fight? Hippopotamus.
No, 0% chance. You do realize the number 1 animal that kills people in Africa is the hippo, bro. You do know that, right? Hippos are tanks with swords in it for jaws, dude. Like,
Yeah.
their teeth are...
Nah,
like,
hippos are like juicy, like big
dude,
boys.
they're scary animals, dude. And taking
Big.
those things can run really fast. Like, really fast. Like, 30 kilometers per hour fast.
All right, let's throw a curveball for the last one. Can you beat this animal in a fight? Giraffe. I don't know, honestly. Like, I'm trying to think about it.
90% chance the giraffe wins, and 10% me. It's the same thing with the horse, right? Where I gotta, like, break its kneecaps or some shit, right?
But
the
how
thing is-
aggressive are giraffes? I don't actually know that.
They're aggressive,
They are?
bro. Like, when the male is getting, like, heat, whatever, because they're, like, a subspecies of deer. They're, like, in the antelope kind of group, that area, right? Because they have, like, the little horns, too, and stuff. Nah. Well, actually, they're pretty aggressive, and they're pretty big, and they, like, kick lions and shit. You know what I mean?
Really?
So, I think I'm going to say 80% the giraffe and 20% me, like the horse. But actually maybe 70-30 because they're taller, so, and they're not as mobile as horses are. So now if I get kicked by one, it's like, oh, game over. But if I can break its kneecap, then it's going to have a long way to fall down. Because you know how they drink? They got to like spread their legs to drink water and stuff.
Sure.
So if I just, one of those kneecaps gone, it tumbles over, and that I can choke it out. Because the neck is,
There we go. Mans can choke a giraffe.
Aren't giraffes your favorite animal, though?
I guess. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite animal. Like, I know when we were kids, I liked giraffes and you liked hippos, right?
Elephants, bro.
Yeah, hippos.
What do you mean
Fatty.
hippos? Elephants.
Fatty.
What do you mean fatty, bro?
Anyways,
Are you fat shaming me?
of course, every day. All right, there we're gonna end it off. I like giraffes. He likes elephants. Thank you guys for watching. New episode every every Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you next week, everyone.